Hi guys, I've been Izaya here for the Q&A video that I'm doing together with Admin and Yuno. Please keep in mind that I currently do not have her answers and we're not doing it at the same time, so some things might overlap, but hey, that's just the way it goes.
Hi guys, it's Admin Yuno, and here we are doing your Q&A questions. Alright, first question. If you could erase all your memories of a certain anime and rewatch it all over again, which one would it be? I chose Fullmetal Alchemist. It's such an amazing anime, and it's on my top 5 now, so definitely that one.
I would want this for any of my favorite anime, so One Piece, Shokugeki no Soma, No Game No Life, Mahoka Koko no Rotose, but if I had to pick one, I would pick Fairy Tail because of the amazing journey it has been over the last few years since I started watching it, and it's just epic.
Second question, which anime can you relate to the most and why? This was a little hard, but if I had to choose, I think it would definitely be Corpse Party. My life is such a huge mess, and I'm just joking, guys, oh my gosh. It would be Fruits Basket. I've been working for a while in my life, so I think I can relate on Toru for that part because she's such a cute, hardworking girl. I try to stay optimistic too, so I just kind of relate to Toru Honda, which is the main character, a lot, so maybe that's why.
I don't relate to any anime, to be honest. I do like a lot of anime and like a lot of characters, but I never really relate to any of them, only in the aspect of deadlines for high schools and stuff, but other than that, not really.
Alright, let's move to the next question. If you could choose any anime world, which one would you enter and why? That's also a hard one. Definitely not Attack on Titan, because I would not even last 2 minutes in that world. I think I would choose Fullmetal Alchemist because using alchemy would be one of the coolest experiences ever, and I would definitely love to use alchemy.
I would probably go to something fantasy-like, as in One Piece, No Game No Life, or Sword Art Online. One Piece because of the awesome powers and adventures and whatnot. No Game No Life only if I were to be really good in gaming, because then you can pretty much do whatever you want. And No Game No Life, more of the game side of it, like the virtual reality games.
Next one, if you could choose a Pokemon, which Pokemon would you be? I think I would be some water type of Pokemon, so I think Squirtle would be a good one because I do like Squirtle and I like turtles, and there you go. That's why.
Well, I'm gonna pick 4 because I have 4 favorite Pokemon, which are Arcanine, Gengar, Lugia, and Raikou. Arcanine because it's just a fire wolf, it's really big, and it was one of the first Pokemon I really liked from the original 150 Pokemon. Gengar, kind of the same reason, except for the firewolf part, but it's just a big troll ghost who is really powerful, which I think is really cool. Then Lugia because of the 3rd Pokemon movie, I think it was the 3rd. And then Raikou, or Raikou, I pronounce it Raikou, that's how we do it in Holland. But because it's, in my opinion, one of the very few cool electric type Pokemon, which I think the electric type are severely lacking in. So yeah, it's really cool, and yeah, it's a legendary, so they're kind of supposed to be cool, but oh well.
Why are you using existing anime characters as admin if you could just create your own? And I think it's because that was the rule. When we first joined, the leader, or our boss man, told us that we had to have a name, so from an anime, so that's why we do.
Really good question. But for me personally, it's kind of a way to express what my favorite character is, so which would be Izaya from Durarara. It's pretty much the same for the other admins, except for admin 0. It's actually a character she's made up of her own. We do actually create our own things, or well, some of us at least.
Next question. What is not exactly your favorite anime, but an anime which you consider to be well made, with all the points being good, like character development or storyline, etc.? I think Black Butler. Mind you, I have not watched Black Butler. I've tried watching it many times and it just never really clicked with me, but everybody seems to love it. So I think, there must be something good about it. The animation is great. Of course, Sebastian is amazing. So I don't know. I think definitely that one. I never really finished it. I can only make it to so far, so sadly, I know.
Akatsuki no Yona, Bakuman, Haikyuu, Kaichou wa Maid-sama, Nichijou, Shigatsu wa Kimi no Uso, and many more. But those are anime that I personally really loved, and I really wish that there were more sequels or more seasons to them, especially for Akatsuki no Yona and Kaichou wa Maid-sama.
So, what made you so interested in anime in the first place? I think the first anime that I ever watched, or Japanese animation, was Howl's Moving Castle. I didn't really know what anime was back then, but I definitely opened this interest in me when it came to Japanese animation. So, thank you, Howl's Moving Castle and Studio Ghibli.
Well, very simple. I rewatched Dragon Ball Z. As a kid, I used to watch Dragon Ball Z, Shaman King, Pokemon, of course, Yu-Gi-Oh, and I think 3.5 years ago, I felt like rewatching Dragon Ball Z, and once I did, I kind of thought that was awesome, and I found out that it was actually anime instead of a cartoon. So I started watching other anime like Code Geass, Death Note, Guilty Crown, One Piece, Fairy Tail, Bleach, you can name it, like all the pretty generic stuff in the beginning, obviously. But that's what really got me going into anime.
What do you guys look for in anime? And then on the other hand, what is it you don't want to see in anime? Art style is obviously a big one. Soundtrack, I'm a huge nerd for music, so soundtrack is huge. Character development, obviously, I want to have a good plot. I want the anime to move along and not just stay in the same place. Something that personally ruins an anime for me is a lot of fan service. I don't know why, it's just, it kind of really puts me off, and it makes me just, because I'm like, okay, I'm not watching anime for the fan service, why are you throwing this in here, goodbye. So, I don't know, that's just me though.
Good question, really fun one. What I want to see is, cool, funny or cute characters. The story can be okay. Obviously, if it's really good, I would prefer that, but it doesn't have to be for me to enjoy it. So that's what I kind of look for in anime. Also, I really love psychological anime and kind of like fantasy stuff. So that's what I really want to see, and what I don't want to see. Generally, I don't like really kind of active girls with a really high-pitched voice who are like ultra violent, kind of as in Taiga from Toradora. Sometimes really slow anime can be a pain, but it kind of depends. That one really depends on the story. Like if the story is good, I can take it.
If you could choose an anime character to live with or marry, who would it be? Ooh, okay, that's a hard one. Definitely Howl from Howl's Moving Castle or Yatokami from Noragami. Yeah.
Well, as for girls, probably Jibril from No Game No Life or Kuon from Utaware Rimono Itsuwari no Kamen. That's a mouthful. And as just for like living with, I kind of assumed as in buddies or roommates, either Sora from No Game No Life and Soma from Shukigeki no Soma, because he's a really chill dude and he makes really good food, and I'm too lazy to cook, so that's a really good combination.
What is the meaning of anime in life? Anime is a beautiful distraction from the constant chaos of my life, because I'm a student and I work full-time, and anybody who knows me knows that I can be pretty busy, so anime is a nice distraction and a nice procrastination.
Well, nothing fancy actually. The same as books and movies as I see it, kind of like letting the author let other people see and feel their work or movie or whatever, kind of pretty much telling a story that someone thought up and made. And I personally don't see any higher purpose of anime or manga in life, other than entertainment.
Let's see, what is the first Japanese word or sentence that you learned? I would say Ohayo gozaimasu. I learned it from Spirited Away, the little frog that's jumping, I think, when they're crossing the bridge. He's just like saying Ohayo gozaimasu, Ohayo gozaimasu to like all the people coming into the bathhouse.
Probably konnichiwa, but I think everyone knows that word, and I have no idea where I learned it anyway. Konnichiwa.
Okay, what animes would you suggest to somebody who's never watched anime before? To drag these people down into our anime world, I would have them start off with the Studio Ghibli film so that it can pique their interest, and then I would just drag them down and watch Attack on Titan and then go from there, definitely.
I would highly start with watching the mainstream ones, like Code Geass, Death Note, Guilty Crown, Fullmetal Alchemist, Brotherhood, pretty much. And maybe Fairy Tail, Hunter x Hunter, One Piece. That's my biggest tip for you guys. Start with mainstream ones.
Let's see, how would you say anime and manga has impacted your lives? It's impacted my life a lot. It's pretty crazy. I met so many of my best friends through anime, and honestly, through anime, I got my role as an admin through ILikeAnimes. So then I even met more amazing people, and it's just something cool to talk about with. And I think that personal feeling of like fangirling or like messaging somebody after you watched a certain scene or after you read a certain part of a manga, messaging somebody and being like, oh my gosh, what just happened? It's just really exciting. So it's really impacted my life.
Quite a lot actually, because some of like admin Yuno and admin Edward have become some of my very best friends, and I talk to them a lot on a daily basis. We've been having a lot of fun. I've been having a lot of fun on the page itself. It's gotten me a lot of really good friends, which I really like, and I'm still planning to meet with both admin Edward and admin Yuno.
Do you guys often procrastinate by watching anime? Oh my gosh, yes. It's pretty awful, and I'm glad I'm not alone in that one. So raise your hand if you procrastinated by watching anime. Yeah, we're in this together. Let's fail everything. Just kidding.
Yes, and probably way more than I should. Actually, I'm procrastinating right now because I should be learning for a test, but I can't be asked because I'm gonna fail it anyway. It's programming and it's really hard, and I don't feel like doing it. So yes, I procrastinate a lot by watching anime.
What's your favorite genres of anime to watch? Right now, I personally am really liking shonen, like One Piece and Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood and all those fun ones. Adventure, yay!
Action, comedy, fantasy, and psychological. Action because, well, pretty obviously action is really cool. Comedy as well because, well, it sounds stupid, but it's just really funny. Fantasy because I said I kind of like the otherworldly perspective, like reincarnating and stuff. It's just I think it's a cool idea to go or be in another world with like dragons and wizards and magic and sword fighting and whatnot. Lastly, psychological. Well, because I just find it really cool to see how characters can try to sort of outwit each other, or the main protagonist and the bad guy, as in like Light and L.
What is your opinion on the golden age of anime? I don't really have one. I'm guessing, I researched a little bit into it, and a lot of people say that the golden age was in the 80s and 90s. Honestly, I just kind of wish that everybody would just kind of watch anime so that it would always be a golden age, and so that we can get rid of bad terms like otaku and weeaboo, and we could all just get along and like anime. Yay! Admin Yuno for president!
What is your opinion on the golden age of anime? There is a golden age of anime. I've tried to Google it, The only thing that I found is that the 80s through to like 2000 is sort of seen as a good period for anime, which is because personally also because the quality became a lot better. Dragon Ball Z came out, Pokemon came out, but also anime got a lot of international recognition, which is something that really pushed it forward.
The last question is a little hard. Somebody wants me to say their name in the video, and I'm gonna try it, but don't make fun of me. Abud DK.
And for the last question by Abud DK, I hope I said that right, but can you say my name in the video? Done, bro.
Yay, and that is all. Thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you have an amazing day, and thank you for your support. Bye!
And that was it for this Q&A video. I'm really sorry it took so long, but first me and Yuno wanted to do it together, but that just didn't work out with our schedules. And then we were both really busy privately, so we didn't really have the time. We were just too busy. We'll do a better job next time, I promise. So thanks for watching. Let us know what you thought of it. Subscribe to the YouTube channel if you want to stay updated, and well, I'll see you guys in the next video or in the comments. Peace.